What's up, model brats? It's Petrol God here. So today we're gonna start a new series called What If Hit Trained Goku. So without any further ado, let's get watching. So before I start, I'm gonna give you some answers to what you guys will be thinking. Hit is from Universe 6, Goku is from Universe 7. That is not gonna change. But the thing is gonna change here is Hit gets the access to the spiritual, the universal cube. You know that the universal cube where V is used in Dragon Ball Super to take Goku and the fighters as well as their family to Champa's tournament. Yeah, basically that. He gets access to the universal cube, which in turn means that all other assassins from all other universes will get the universal cube from their respective god of destructions. Yeah, I just wanted to clear it out. So we are gonna use the Broly movie Goku here, not the Bardock movie, but the Broly, not the Bardock special episode, but the Broly movie Goku, who is 3 years old at that time. So yeah, Goku comes to Earth just like in normal, but this time he lands not near Mount Paozu, but a little further where Grandpa Gohan can't find him. He hears the noise, but he thinks it's just some kind of random thing and he doesn't go and investigate it. So he's there crying, and then a purple guy with a suit and a purple guy comes and picks him up, and well, Goku laughs. Yes, he is hit. So you might be wondering, why is hit in Universe 7, especially in Earth? So he just finished his one of his assassinations, and he's resting he is resting in the Earth. He's resting in Earth because he keeps Earth as a resting place, between universes, because Earth has some delicious food, and Hit really is. They really don't care about his color because they have a dog for president. Yeah, so that really wouldn't change anything. Which means Goku will still meet Hit, and this time I'm gonna say that Goku remembers his name, Kakarot, because he's 3 years old, and at that time I think Saints could talk. Hit really didn't want to take care of this little annoying brat, but then he sees Goku's tail and he's interested about this guy being a Saiyan, and well, he really didn't want to let him go because Goku was crying and wanting Hit to stay. So Hit really didn't have a choice. So for 3 years, Hit regularly trained Goku. Yeah, he had missions. So he would go, but Hit's mission was not that much because Hit was the best assassin out there. So the people who were rich could only afford him. So he really had many free time, which means he would train Goku a lot more. So at the age of 6, Goku was at a power level of over 10,000, and Hit is very impressed by Goku, and during this 3 years of training, Goku turns to Ozaru, but Hit tries teach him to control this, but he does. Let's say Goku does, but not perfectly. He can control it for a level, which helps Hit more than he can, which helps Hit. Yeah. So Goku can control Ozaru, but not perfectly like King Veggie, like Prince Vegeta. Yeah, he can't control it that much, but he can control it for a level. He won't go rogue or something. He can control his rage, just like Super Saiyan Goku. He can control the form, but just barely. So 3 years have passed for Hit and Goku, while Hit going on missions, not regularly but for some time. Yeah, so Goku knows about his profession, and due to Goku knowing about his profession, he wants to become just like Hit. Not an not an assassin, but a fighter. And he really doesn't want his student and his adopted son to become like him because he knows that he is doing a bad job. So he doesn't want his adopted son Kakarot to go the same way. So, the 3 years have passed, and while Goku and Hit were training, something happened. Many people or many assassins came to kill Hit. Why, you may ask? Because the last assassination Hit did was a pretty big guy, So they wanted revenge for Hit. So yeah, they literally put a bounty on him. So all the assassins in the entire world came, our entire 12 universes came to finish it, because since I told in the starting, every assassin in the entire universe has access to the universal cube, because it got access, so why should not they? Why shouldn't they get access to it? So Hit senses this from far away and tells Goku to stay there while Hit flies off, but Goku, being Goku, runs after him. So when he stays there, when he reaches where Hit is, because Goku can learn, sense energy, yeah, he's basically the experienced Goku that we know. He can sense energy, he can suppress his energy, all that. And when he senses his energy and flies to Goku, because Hit would know to fly, so he would teach Goku about the basics of flying, and Goku would fly. So yeah, when he sees Hit fighting many people, he decides to help him. There are a lot, over a million assassins, because assassin is a job where you can get money by killing people, and villains would gladly take up that offer. So mostly there are villains. So Goku helps, or what he thinks helps Hit sighing, since he told Goku to say, but Goku wouldn't, and Hit knew that Goku wouldn't, but he tried and he failed, so he sighed. And while Goku and Hit were fighting, Goku got a moment to see what Hit was doing. He was using a particular move, time skip. Yeah, why wouldn't he? Even if he's strong, there's still too much of he's outnumbered vastly. Even if he had Goku by his side, that wasn't enough. So he had to break off this time skip, which Goku saw, and he wanted to do it too, and so he tried but failed. Hit noticed what Goku was doing and laughed and instructed Goku how to do it. And Goku, being Goku, learnt this instantly. I'm not saying he's going about in a second forward, but I could say he's going 0.01 second, which is massive time skip for Goku's age. He goes skip and he's using, and a sword master, using distraction, pierces through Hit's chest, and yeah, it succeeds. And Goku sees this and he is enraged. Well, why wouldn't he be? His brother, a kind of guy who's his brother, his friend, his mentor, his father-like figure, like how Piccolo is to Gohan. If someone stabs him in front of him, of course Goku will get raged. He's not like Gohan crying out or something, because Goku has been taught to how to fight when he was 3 years old. So yeah, Goku would use this rage to literally finish out all of them. Not literally all of them, but massive amount of them. But still there are way more than Goku can handle. But since Hit is dead, they really don't need to stick. So they go off their own. And Hit, seeing all of this, is proud of Goku, and Goku, after subsiding his rage, comes to Hit and starts crying and saying that it's his fault because that Hit is dead. But then Hit reminds Goku that it isn't his fault, and Hit calls Goku protege. I really don't know how to spell that word, but I'll call it protege for now. So Hit calls Goku protege and says that this technique he learned for until he could use it for over 25 years or 30 years. But Goku just learned it in an instant, so he suffers a protege. Yeah, and he tells Goku to never use this in front of others and use it when necessary, or use it as a final trump card. Goku understands, and with that, they both talk a little, and he dies. Goku buries it and goes ahead, and he meets Grandpa Gohan. And Grandpa Gohan, seeing Goku's sad face, offers to take him in and raise him. But Grandpa Gohan really doesn't need to do anything because Goku is mature, because he knows that if he screws things up, someone close to him will die. So Hit is an assassin, so he must know different types of fighting techniques, and he would teach them to Goku. So Grandpa Gohan really doesn't have anything to teach, but just for plot, I'll say he would give Goku his power pole, and then we skip 6 years later when the Dragon Ball Z story starts. He meets Bulma, and that pretty much goes exactly the same, but with a few differences. When Goku faces again Yamcha, he literally demolishes him. He embarrasses him in front of Puar and Bulma. So even if he tried to follow him, yeah, he really wouldn't try. He really wouldn't. Yamcha wouldn't dare to try to fight against a guy who's way superior to him. And even if he tried to follow, Goku would catch on to this, and who knows, might kill him. Yeah, and the next change we see is in the Fire Mountain, where Goku not going to Master Roshi because he knows who Master Roshi is, because Grandpa Gohan told him about his master, and yeah, then and he met Master, and well, he just uses his power, the shock wave or wind pressure, to subside the mountain. Everybody is shocked, even Bulma and even Ox King. And Ox King is revealed to be power level of over 600. Even if that guy is shocked, just think of how others are shocked. And Goku and Goku, Oolong, and Bulma. Oh, sorry, I'm not gonna add Oolong here because Goku demolishes Oolong, and since they figured out who Oolong was, they will use him to do his chores. So they really don't take him as a prisoner, which really doesn't affect the story that much, except Goku has one less friend. And due to this wind pressure, due to Goku being this strong, he doesn't meet Chi Chi, which will have effects later, but for now we really don't want to do that effects. So Goku gathers all the Dragon Balls, and when he goes to find the last Dragon Ball, which is in the Pilaf's gang, he easily demolishes them. Gets Bulma gets the lifetime supply of strawberries, and they go their own away. And since Goku is literally overpowered, and he simply wants to learn tricks instead of getting his power, he goes to Master. I'll say he go to Master Roshi, and since Master Roshi will, Goku will ask Master Roshi to show his ultimate move. Master Roshi will show, and Goku being Goku will also copy that, which in turn Goku learning Kamehameha. And yeah, 1 year passes and the tournament begins, but this time Jackie Chan never comes. Why, you may ask? Because Goku is overpowered. He knows even if he comes in and try to discipline his students, it will never work because Goku is too powerful. But Goku knows a lesson, never to take power to his head. To use, yeah, he knows that there are strong people ahead of him, because of course he told him about the god of destruction and all, about Universe 6 and Universe 7, because Goku knows about his profession. So yeah, he would know that, and it would mean that Goku would win the tournament for the first time. And then we'll go to the the Red Ribbon Army saga. And yeah, General Red would still send out mercenary Tao, but as you guys know, Goku is so overpowered, he just flicks Mercenary Tao. And since Mercenary Tao is an assassin, himself as an assassin, which would trigger Goku because he's not an assassin, he's just a weakling who's pretending to be an assassin because his master, is the real assassin in front of his eyes. So this time he doesn't demolish him, or he just kills Mercenator because he doesn't need fake people in the world. And Goku, due to this, have a right sense of justice or something like Topo. I think he would get it because go Hit raised him that way to fight for the good, because Hit was never like that. He used to kill people for money, but he doesn't want Goku to go that way. So he teaches Goku to be on the right side of justice. So yeah, he will have a bit of Topo. And since Goku knows that Hit is from universe 6, not from his universe, he knows that there are aliens in this planet, there's a different universe, which would make Goku way more knowledgeable and way more smart than what he is in his canon counterpart. So yeah, Goku demolishes the Red Ribbon Army, and most importantly, he knows that Red Ribbon Army is bad. So when he reaches the base, he uses the Kamehameha to literally erase Red Ribbon Army from the face of the earth, which in turn means he kills Dr. Zero, which in turn means there's no Android Saga, so in turn means no future dumb shit. Or is there? But we are not gonna talk about that now. So after that, Goku goes 2 years to do his own shit, and then comes the second tournament, 23rd, if I remember correctly. And Tien gets owned again, Goku wins again, then Piccolo comes, and Goku, being the righteous guy he is, will kill Piccolo. This in turn means no Dragon Balls, but everyone is alive. How, you may ask? Because Goku's senses are sharpened. He has superior senses like what he has in Dragon Ball Super. But so he would easily pick up Piccolo's power, and before even Krillin could go take his power pole or something, Goku would just erase, then when Tambourine comes to kill Krillin, he would sense that rush at a speed which no one even believed Goku had, and this would in turn save Krillin's life, which would automatically save Chaozu, Master Roshi's life. So even if King Piccolo died, it's really no harm to Earth. But then Goku doesn't go to Korin because he doesn't know who Korin is. But Master Roshi suggests him to go to Korin to climb the tower, and Goku just flies over there because he really doesn't need to climb. And Korin tries to push him ahead, but Goku, being Goku, dodges it, and then Kami asks Korin what to do, and since Kami knows Goku, he was not from this planet Earth, and he has been trained by an assassin who is from a different universe. I think Kami would, tell Korin to let Goku come up, and Goku would go, but this time Popo wouldn't face him because he really doesn't need to check him. He knows that Goku is way out of his league because Kami is there. And when Kami introduces, Kami is dead. Sorry. Kami is dead. Yeah, Kami is dead. So only Popo goes there, and he really doesn't have anything to teach. So yeah, he just says about the time, hyperbolic time chamber and the room, and yeah, and Goku would go there and train, enhance his time skip, which would lead him to a point one time skip, not 0.01, but a point one. Yeah, so basically Goku's overpowered. Then we come to the 24th tournament, Tenkaichi Budokai, and this time Goku again wins the match because Tien is no problem for him, and there's no King Piccolo, and there's no Chi Chi because Goku never met Chi Chi. So Goku is getting married to Bulma because no. On second thought, I'm gonna leave Goku to be single. Why, you may ask? Because Goku is literally overpowered, and I think Bulma would be scared of him. So rather than having interest of him, Bulma would be wary of him, which in turn means Goku's personality would be different. He won't be like giving second chances and all, and he would just dominate everyone. So yeah, Goku is the world's strongest right now, and his power level is 25,000. I just wanted to refer it because this is going to come in handy in the next episode. So that's it for this episode. If you liked this video, then like, share, subscribe, do the necessary stuff. And if you don't do, I understand. So that's it. Peace out.